Hey everyone, Will here with my flea market finds for July 13th, 2025. First video in a couple weeks. Just didn't find that much last week, but got some stuff this week. Some interesting things it's worth making a video about. The weather's been kind of hit or miss, but not too bad. Some interesting things. Let's take a look. First up, picked up the Stool. $5. I think it's kind of cool. Love that. I mean, yeah, it's got a crack in the top, but to me, that's not that big of a deal. I love the wear and the stains, and you know, somebody cut a board here one time on it, and somebody set some paint can on it. But it's a neat little stool. I mean, to me, the worst thing you could do to this is sand the top down and put a fresh coat of paint and sand the frame down and repaint that, and then what do you have? I mean, it's lost all its history. Maybe put a little WD-40 on those wheels. But that's a cool stool. That'd be an easy fix for that crack. Just a few screws holding it in place, and maybe reglue that. But that's about it. I think I might put $100 on there. Somebody might like that little thing. The same yard sale I got this from. I got the chimney brushes from, well, chimney brush with the poles. It's not the size, it's not the brush I'm looking for, but it's close. I'm going to run it up my chimney and see what comes down. But these poles are pretty expensive, the flexible fiberglass. And you just stand inside and run it up the chimney. Then as it goes up, you add a segment. So I probably don't have enough segments because I got like a 30-foot chimney, so that probably only covers about 20. But I'm gonna put it up in there and see what knocks loose. Got a General MacArthur doll in really good shape, made of composition. Gonna guess this is World War II, maybe Korea. Got his clothes and arms and legs in the box. Paid $20, and it looks like it's only worth about $20. Surprisingly, I'm gonna gotta do a little more research into them, but we'll see how that goes. Got a necklace from the Vatican Library. Just a piece of costume, and not really sure what that's going for right now. Paid $10 for that. It's nice it's got the original box. These are fun. They are Taxco sterling silver, 3 necklaces and a bracelet. This is a squash blossom necklace. So go see a regular guy of mine. He's a dealer, and he tells me going away for the next 5 days with the wife, and I need to make some money, so anything you see, I'll give you a good deal on. So I picked out these 4 pieces, and I got the 4 pieces for $150. Really cool. Onyx inlaid, nice and heavy. Not really a matching bracelet, but similar design. And little like a turquoise inlay there. So I have these listed already. I think we put 250 on this one. Got a few washers. Got like put like 175 on this one. Put like 75 on that. And I think we put like 125 on this one. So nice profit to be had there. Got a Mack truck ashtray. Paid 10 bucks. Price on these are all over the place. They sell for anywhere from 30 on up to 100. Not really quite sure what the difference is. Maybe it's condition. I've cleaned that up a little bit, but not too bad. Love the bank. It's missing a bunch of stuff though. This was made by Stevens Company. It seems to be pretty rare. I don't see many of these around. The way it worked was there was a door here, and you open the door, and a little servant man came out holding a tray, and you put the coin on the tray and then close the door. When you close the door, it slid off his tray back into the back here, and that was the bank. Pretty neat. Of course, unfortunately, it's missing the parts. You always got to be careful with the cast iron banks because they reproduce these things like crazy. Not this one though. So I'm very confident that this is original. It's got a couple patent dates on the back here, 1872, 1873. So one of them in that's complete is listed for over $900. So what would this be worth, missing all its parts? I'm thinking 100 bucks. I think somebody that maybe has one, and maybe it's got a broken chimney or the windows are busted out, maybe they want to swap out parts, you know. I don't know, but I'm thinking 100. I think somebody might pay that. So we'll give that a try. I paid 20 on that. The birdhouse made out of license plates. Pretty cool. Paid $1 for that, and that's going to go over to the Airbnb. A pack of low voltage cable. I have a hard time passing up anything copper. Paid $5 for this. Copper is just taking off. Trump hit copper with some tariffs now, so copper is really it's really up there. So actually might be a good time to cash in on it. But yeah, so I don't know how many. That's a few pounds right there. Went to an interesting yard sale. Guy really was into militaria. I could tell I got the sense he had quite the collection, and this was just like the stuff that he didn't care about. But I got this uniform from him, paid $40. It's a post-Civil War U.S. military coat. He called it Indian Wars, but pretty neat. I figured for $40, how often do you find something like this? Not quite sure what it's worth. Definitely needs a good going over with a lint roller. I would not try to wash this. I don't know, maybe hand wash it, and even then, you know, take it real easy with it. Considering that's 150 years old. Okay, I will buy anything if the story is interesting enough. So I actually paid $10 for these two rusted pieces of metal. So, I know. But it's a neat story with it. The guy I got the uniform from, he had these on his table, and I figured they got to be something. So I asked the guy, like, what's the story with the rusted metal? He's like, well, he was metal detecting around the old Fort Lincoln. Fort Lincoln is a fort that was around outside of Washington, D.C. It was only a temporary fort to help protect D.C. During the Civil War. So he was metal detecting around there, and he found 5 Gatling gun magazines. And I don't know if this is one or if this, I don't know how long did it get. But this is a Gatling gun magazine. Pretty neat. And yeah, I paid $10 for a couple pieces of rusted metal. But the story is interesting. Couple big knife lots. Pretty much the highlight of the weekend here. This one was different. Okay, so I got 6 knives, and I paid, they weren't cheap. They were $200 for the 6. This is a U.S. military M9 bayonet. Let's see, M9 Forbes 3 USA. Very cool bayonet. It's one of those, it does it all knives. Got the saw in the back, you got the wire cutter. It's even got a bottle cap opener built into the guard. So neat knife, and so I got it, paid $200 for them all, and it turns out this is on the rare side because it's got 3 lines, the M9 Forbes 3 USA. They only marked them like this from early 1987 until fall of 1987. Then they added a patent pending line underneath here. So this is on the rare side considering how many thousands of bayonets they've made. I'm gonna list this for about $450 just by itself. That's the highlight of the lot. Got a buck knife. Snap is broke. That's less than $50. Got a Western knife. Oh, that's a K-bar. A K-bar knife. And this is pretty neat. I've always liked these. These are from Finland, called a Puukko. P-U-U-K-K-O. Puukko knife. I'm probably saying it wrong. But these are very collectible. Love the leather scabbard. We got little decorative tassels hanging down here. That could be $150 knife right there. Made a mistake on this one. It is a knockoff of a U.S. Fighter pilot knife. Not really worth a whole lot. And this one is, what was that? That's a Western knife. But nice, it's still got the original sheath. So paid $200. Hopefully get $450 for this. Maybe get $150 for that. That's 6. Probably looking at around $700. Turn 200 into 700. Another knife I got separate from this lot. This is a well, it's got M3. It's a M3 trench knife parts. At the end of World War II, knife makers were stuck, the government canceled their contracts, because the war was over. They had no need for a bunch of knives being made. So knife makers had all these extra parts laying around for knives, and they sold them off cheap. And Imperial, several people bought different parts, but Imperial came in and bought these M3 trench knife parts and sold them to the general public. They added these red spacers. So it's a M3 knife, and of course somebody has ground it down something terrible. I don't know what people are thinking when they take a knife to a grinding wheel. The outcome is rarely good. But lots of M3 collectors out there, and if you collect M3 trench knives, I think you're going to want a post-war example to go in your collection, even though it's pretty rough looking. I guess you could use it for parts too if you really wanted to. Got a 10 of, I put that on for 65. That might be reaching a bit, but we'll see. Bought a 10 of foreign coins. A lot of them are pretty old. These were Australian sixpence coins, and they're silver, so not too bad. You see the kangaroo and emu, so pretty cool there. Even the soap holder is military. It's marked with the broad arrow mark, 1945. So probably brought home by a serviceman, and it's been sitting forever. But some neat coins, but I think those are the only two silver ones. There's that's a 2001, so that's not old. One more. What we got here? French franc, 1952, 50 francs. Interesting. Got a Buddha. He's nothing great, but he was only 10 bucks. I actually like the look of him. So you could tell he's got some bronze colored, and then had this nice green robe on, and gold hair or headdress. So I was gonna fix him up. He does have a hole in the back, so I was thinking fill this up with maybe some spray foam, great stuff, and then seal over this, and then we'll paint it, and I don't know, maybe I'll paint it, maybe I won't. I kind of like the worn look. Last thing to show you, got a soda crate, Poplar Club. If you watch my videos, you know last year? Was it last year? Maybe even longer than that. I've used a few of these crates underneath my workbench, and I turned them into drawers. And they really work great. I love those things, really. But I got room for one more, and I've been looking for a soda crate that was kind of deep, and this fits the bill. I paid 10 bucks for this, and I'm going to use it myself and turn it into another drawer underneath my workbench. So there we go. We'll get some of this stuff listed in my store, Terminal99, and see what happens. Some interesting things. Always like listing interesting things. It makes the listing process go a little easier. So until next time, this is Will Yard Sales Survivalist. and we'll talk again soon.